raised to the surface. There's speculation it may contain valuable cargo, perhaps even gold. In 1945, the submarine slipped out of the German port of Kiel to escape the advancing Allied forces. It was sunk by an RAF bomber in the Kattegat Sea, just north of the island of Anholt.
48 years after being sent to the bottom of the sea by an RAF depth charge, U-boat 534 has been brought back up by a Dutch salvage team. The first job now is the simplest yet: high-pressure hosing to blast off mud caked 18 inches high in places. The hull had been stuck in clay on the seabed. Yet experts reckon the way the submarine is hanging from their cranes means 2 of the 5 separate sections inside are full of air. Quite how the other parts should be cleared of water has been exercising the salvage firm Smittak, whose executives arrived on the nearest island today in buoyant mood, having assured their client that nothing of value would be pumped out with the seawater.
Lord.
Churchill said the only thing that really frightened him was the U-boat peril. But in the final days of the war, with Hitler dead, 223, virtually the whole fleet, were scuttled. Fascination with the sunken submarine, which was discovered 7 years ago, was stirred by a mystery. Where was it going on the day of the German surrender, and what was it carrying on board? Some German crew members have come here to see their vessel rescued 48 years after they were. None seemed sure of the purpose of their last mission.
Good.
Good! Because all 52 crew members escaped the submarine as it went down, though 3 died later, the Danish publisher paying for the search has not had German objections to contend with. The submarine is not classified a war grave. But getting the submarine to the surface of the sea is really just the start. The breathtaking views of its deck and conning tower may have exhilarated those funding the salvage operation, but what's inside U-boat 534 could be even more thrilling. Gold, Nazi documents, other clues indicating what the vessel's final mission was. That's what they're looking for now. Jeremy Vine, BBC News, over the Kattegat Sea.
To be a treasure trove of Nazi gold. So far, no gold's turned up, but as our science editor Lawrence McGinty reports from Denmark, lots of surprising items have been found.
U-534 was plucked from the seabed between Denmark and Sweden, where it was sunk 48 years ago on a last desperate dash to flee from the collapsing Third Reich. Now in a dry dock in Jutland, salvage crews are racing against time to rescue historic objects from the mud that filled the U-boat before they dry out and decay irretrievably.
Uniform.
Hundreds of records so well preserved you can read the labels. A soup tureen as good as new. Cutlery and plates from the officers' mess bearing the eagle of the Third Reich. And tomato ketchup looking almost edible.
They found hundreds of bottles of beer, wine and spirits, some of it still recognisable. There's even a bottle of whiskey from Glasgow, according to the neck label, although I doubt that even the most dedicated whiskey drinker would want a tot of this stuff after 48 years on the bottom of the sea.
Among the military mementos that have come through U-534's hatches, unexpectedly are thousands of condoms. Historians say the large ones were used as balloons, released into the sea, trailing strips of aluminium foil to fool enemy radar. So far, however, no sign of Nazi treasure, but hopes are high because 9/10 of the U-boat is still unexplored. Lawrence McGinty, News at 10, Denmark.